Yes, so we are back. We are back with a 5 minute breather. Back from a small break. नाश्ता पानी कर लिया तुम लोगों ने? Yes, sir. Tell me, any idea on which colleges are planning to start? Face to face तो बहुत लंबा है फिलहाल. But online तो online. Any date given? Still no. Still the admission process are going on. तो अब तक तुम्हें हवा नहीं है. Okay, SY BCom का चालू है. Okay. Okay. So FY BCom has still not started? हाँ, because a couple of students shift colleges from here to there, so I think उसका सब बाकी है. अगस्त खत्म होने आया, तुम्हारा कुछ ठिकाना नहीं है. Okay, any idea about your CA Foundation results? Any gossip or any rumors that is doing the rounds? आप ही बताओ. मुझे कुछ पता नहीं है. September approx. Mid-September. Yeah, I think it should come latest by mid-September, because it will be crazy that if the results come in September and the exams are in December, people will get hardly October, November 2 months to study for the exam, जो frankly बहुत बहुत कम है. For CA Foundation it is okay because 2 months CA, but considering CA Inter or CA Final, a person who has given the exam, if he gets the result in September, there is absolutely no chance he'll finish off studying in October, November, 2 months time to give the exam in December. So it's a little weird. September 12, everyone is saying, okay. Oh, so गणपति के दिन के आसपास घर पे गणपति आएंगे और बाहर रिजल्ट आएंगे. Yes, praying will be in full form. पास कराओ, पास करवा दो. गणपति के हमारा विसर्जन घर वाले बोलेंगे जाओ तुम भी पानी में. हमारा विसर्जन. Oh man. Yes, so meme का क्या हुआ? आज आएगा. I have shortlisted a couple of them, and आज एक meme हम पोस्ट करेंगे और दूसरा इमेज में स्टूडेंट्स का एक अच्छा मीम होगा. चलो वो पोस्ट करेंगे अपन. कल मैं काफी बिजी था. I had a long day yesterday. I had 5-6 hours lecture for the November 21 batch and 2.5-3 hours lecture for you guys. So yesterday I was completely clean bowled. बहुत बड़ा लेक्चर हुआ था. Yes, so कल मैं बहुत टाइड अप था, तो आज हम पोस्ट करेंगे. Yes, a couple of you guys have participated and given your valuable inputs. Yes, so yes, so we'll be starting with the new chapter. We'll be starting with service sector costing. चालू किया जाए, बताइए. Yes, sir. Sure. Okay, thank you very much. Let us start. So what we have done is a cost sheet, and you guys must have realized, or I mean not realized, but the fact is that cost sheet is generally or obviously prepared for a manufacturing concern. Is that convincing enough? अगर मेरा manufacturing company है, if I am involved in the manufacture of goods, then in that case cost sheet is going to be applicable to me. I can prepare a cost sheet. However, okay, why? Because I've got line elements or format or cost elements like direct material, which will be only used or consumed if I'm producing something. Direct labor will be converting your materials into FG, obviously if I'm manufacturing something. Factory overheads, I need to have a factory for that. Admin costs and other costs are obviously going to be incurred for any type of an organization, be it manufacturing, being selling, be it anything, because it's admin office based cost. ऑफिस जब कोई भी कंपनी हो, कोई भी सर्विस प्रोवाइड कर रहा हो, उसका ऑफिस तो होगा ही. So any office based cost, any selling and distribution cost is majorly going to be incurred by any company, you know. लेकिन factory based cost, your DM, DL, overheads, closing, opening stock, all these things are only going to be applicable for manufacturing companies. So all in all, bottom line cost sheet is prepared for a manufacturing company. Obviously, it is, you know, a known fact that companies can either manufacture something or it can provide a particular service. You tell me, out of prime cost, out of works cost, out of my factory cost, out of my cost of production के stage तक, any line items are going to be applicable for a company which is providing a service. Public बोल रहा है no no no. Then a question will be, what do you mean by a company providing a service? Obviously, अगर कोई कंपनी है या कोई like firm है जो okay, कंपनी मतलब not necessarily like company, I mean in the books of law जो तुमने like company law की company accounts पढ़ा होगा. When I'm referring to a company, it's an organization. It can be a partnership firm, it can be a proprietary firm, it can be a company, it can be LLP, कुछ भी हो सकता है. I'm referring to company because it's a company providing service. It can be a normal partnership firm as well. So what is a company providing a service? Obviously, जो manufacturer कुछ नहीं कर रहा होगा. For example, take us. You know, we are providing a service of coaching you guys. So we are into service sector. If we are in a having hotels, you know, for or restaurants, then we are providing a service of food. We are not manufacturing food. You know, although food can be said to be prepared, but it can't be called obviously manufacture. If I'm, you know, in the hotel industry providing rooms for stays, or I'm a resort, then in that case I'm providing a service. If I'm a hospital, you know, I'm providing a service. You know, if I'm a transport company, you know, transporting goods from place A to place B, again I'm providing service. I'm not manufacturing those goods. किसी और ने manufacture किया होगा. He wants me to transport the goods from place A to place B. I'm providing a service. If I'm a passenger company, you know, or a transport company, you know, transporting passengers, again I'm providing a service. If I'm into IT, I'm providing a service. You know, I'm digitalizing or I'm automating an entire company through my systems. I'm providing a service. These are simple examples, you know, of service industries. And all these examples that I have given, if you guys have observed, all these industries, hotels, hospitals, transport companies, IT companies, coaching classes, I will never have opening closing stock. I will not have materials consumed. I will not have direct labor. Yes, I will have staff. I will have faculties who are teaching. I'll have admin staff. I'll have my, you know, marketing staff. But I will not have laborers who are involved in the process of manufacturing the goods. So all this will not be there. It is because of this. It is because of this that a cost sheet also has to be prepared for a company which is involved in the process of providing service, because of which we are doing this chapter. So are you clear about why we are doing this chapter of service sector costing? Yes, yes, yes. चैप्टर काफी सिंपल है, उसमें कुछ खास है भी नहीं, बट आई ऑलवेज प्रेफर दैट यू गाइज नो द ऑब्जेक्टिव ऑफ व्हाई वी आर डूइंग समथिंग rather than what we are doing. ठीक है. Now tell me, let's take two service industries. Let me first give the heading. Service costing नाम है chapter की service sector costing है. Whatever the name, service costing is what we will name the chapter. चलो. One industry is my say coaching institute. And दूसरा is maybe a hotel. Now tell me, let's say examples. What is going to be my major expense as far as coaching institute is concerned? I can say faculty का remuneration, मेरा stationery, then I will have obviously rent. Then I will have my other admin expenses. Can I say all these are a typical expense of a coaching institute? Faculty remuneration being the topmost expense, and stationery and the rent of office will be topmost expense. Yes, in case of a hotel which is providing rooms on rent, uska major expense is going to be the salary of the office staff. तो मतलब रेंट तुम्हारा होने वाला है, तुम्हारा नो रूम, रूम का मेंटेनेंस, रूम के मेंटेनेंस में तुम्हारा आएगा बेडशीट चेंज वेंज करने का, तुम्हारा फूड तुम्हारा आ गया इसके अंदर, तुम्हारा इलेक्ट्रिसिटी दोनों केस में आ गया है, ठीक है। ये अपना होगा सेकेंड इंडस्ट्री का। वेटर्स, हाँ तुम्हारा फूड है तो वेटर्स भी तुम्हारा आ गया, और फूड के ऊपर ऑल द इनपुट्स, फूड के इनपुट्स। सो एंड इफ आई टेक, चलो थर्ड इंडस्ट्री भी लेते हैं, लेट्स टेक अ ट्रांसपोर्ट कंपनी जो पूरा अलग है। ट्रांसपोर्ट कंपनी का मेजर एक्सपेंस तुम्हारा होगा ड्राइवर्स, तुम्हारा मेजर एक्सपेंस होगा तुम्हारा पेट्रोल, तुम्हारा होगा मेंटेनेंस ऑफ ऑल द व्हीकल्स, तुम्हारा होगा ट्रक का डेप्रिसिएशन और ट्रक का तुम्हारा फुल कैपिटल कॉस्ट, you will have any licensing fees if required. You know, all these are examples of a couple of industries which are providing a service. Obviously बहुत expenses है, but you know, I'm just giving the main expenses. Tell me when you are manufacturing something, vehicles का dep, हाँ perfect. When you're manufacturing something, you be in whatever industry you're manufacturing. तुम मैन्युफैक्चर करो कार, तुम मैन्युफैक्चर करो चेयर्स टेबल्स, तुम मैन्युफैक्चर कर लो सम फूड नहीं, चलो मैन्युफैक्चर करो स्टील सीमेंट व्हाटएवर, ऑल दीज आर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंसर्न्स। बट कैन आई से अक्रॉस ऑल द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंपनीज, कैन आई से डायरेक्ट मटेरियल अलग अलग होंगे लेकिन मटेरियल कॉस्ट तो होगा। Yes, laborers will be skilled, unskilled, semi-skilled as the case is, but labor cost भी होगा। You manufacture anything, you are going to require factory, तो factory के सारे expenses होंगे। What I'm trying to say, you manufacture anything, you manufacture clothes, you manufacture car, you manufacture steel, cement, whatever it is, you are ultimately going to have a common head of expense being material, labor, factory. Are you convinced with this? Yes, we can generalize it. Materials can be generalized, labor can be generalized, factory overheads can be generalized, absorption will keep on happening, all these things can be generalized, yes. But in the case of a service company, different service sectors will not have common cost. The only common cost I can see across everywhere is salary to staff, which is going to be across everything, be it manufacturing or be it service. Rent भी again, rent of office is a common expense for factory or a common expense of service company or manufacturing company. So rent और salary छोड़ के different industries providing different service are having their own specialized cost. Are you convinced with this? जो मेरा cost होगा faculty, that will never be a cost of hotel, that will never be a cost of transport. जो ट्रांसपोर्ट का कॉस्ट है ड्राइवर पेट्रोल एंड ट्रक मेंटेनेंस, वो मेरा ऑब्वियसली नहीं होगा, इट विल ऑब्वियसली नॉट बी पार्ट ऑफ होटल आल्सो। होटल का जो कॉस्ट है बेडशीट फूड वेटर्स रूम सर्विस, ऑल दिस विल नेवर बी अ कॉस्ट ऑफ माय इंस्टीट्यूट और अ ट्रांसपोर्ट कंपनी। So can I say different service companies are going to have their own set of different costs which I can't club like the way I can club materials, like the way I can club labor, like the way I can club फैक्ट्री ओवरहेड्स। ये समझ में आ रहा है? यस, which means I can now conclude by saying कि जिस तरह से अपना कॉस्ट शीट का एक सेट फॉर्मेट था, why? Because materials हर कंपनी में है, labor is there in every industry, factory is there in every industry, I mean all the manufacturing concerns, there is no set format, there is no set expenses which are common across all industries. It is because of which that the service industries are not going to have any set format of a cost sheet. All they will prepare is a cost statement. तुम जो इंडस्ट्री में हो, तुम अपने खर्चे देखो, तुम अपने खर्चे कैटेगराइज करो और तुम खर्चे लिखते रहो, and A plus B plus C, when I accumulate all my annual cost, I will be having a cost statement, and ultimately that's called a cost sheet. Just that it will not be having a set format like the way we had for manufacturing concerns. So are you clear कि why we don't have a set format for coaching institutes or for hotels or for any other service company? कोई set format नहीं है, tension नहीं है. So whatever you guys have learned for manufacturing concerns, that is the only cost sheet format that we have. We will not have a fresh cost sheet format for a service company. Yes, ठीक है, आगे बढ़ेंगे. तो ये अपना हो गया द रीजन एज टू व्हाई फॉर्मेट विल नॉट बी देयर. चलो लेट अस गो टू द चैप्टर्स नेक्स्ट पार्ट और द कॉन्सेप्ट्स नेक्स्ट पार्ट. नाउ in case of manufacturing companies, okay, total cost we found out. Chalo, my job is to get total cost on a per unit basis. Total cost we found out, and if I want to find my total cost on a per unit basis, can I say अपन ने ये सब किया and ultimately we got the cost per unit. Our main objective of cost sheet is to do costing of a particular product, get the cost of particular product, add the markup if required and get selling price. So अपने को ultimately cost per unit जो है मिल गया, because total cost we found out, output can be seen and measured and we divided it with the number of output and we got the cost per unit. ठीक है. Now if you're manufacturing shirts, textiles, I'm manufacturing steel, I'm manufacturing cars, anything, I'm manufacturing any product like HUL, there are so many product manufacturers. So can I say तुम product manufacture कुछ भी करो, I can divide with the quantity because every manufactured product का unit जो है, it is number of goods produced, and you produce anything, I can quantify it. So if you're manufacturing chairs, it is number of chairs. Manufacturing tables, number of tables. Number of, if you're manufacturing steel, then number of tons or number of bars of steel. So can I say I can quantify it? So can I say अपन manufacturing companies के लिए ये भी generalize कर सकते, whatever is the total cost divide by whatever you are producing. ये भी मैं manufacturing companies के लिए generalize कर सकता हूँ. Are you convinced with this? Public बोल रहा है yes, 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 perfect. Now come to the three examples. First example I gave was a coaching institute. Now can I say I will not categorize the cost as per cost sheet, but if I add all my annual costs, can I say मैं सबका summation करके I will get total cost? Yes, ठीक है. Let us take second industry. क्या था अपना होटल. होटल का भी मैं कॉस्ट वो सब ऐड करके I can again get the total cost. जो भी annual costs है तुम ऐड करते रहो and summation करने के बाद you will get the total cost. Similarly, in case of a transport company, I can do a summation. I can do a summation of everything and I can get total cost. So in case of coaching, faculty cost, stationery cost, rent, bench का depreciation, camera का depreciation, system का depreciation, admin staff, everything, all inclusive अपना cost आ गया. Same for hotel. I will take all the hotel, room maintenance cost, hotel cost, waiters, I will take depreciation, bed, linens, food, everything. I'll take transport के लिए, power, depreciation on trucks, vehicles, drivers, fuel, everything I will take. Total cost जोड़ दूंगा. अभी problem ये है that like the way I can divide the number of quantity or the output to get the cost per unit of any industry, अब मैं coaching classes के लिए divide कैसे करूं? I am not manufacturing anything. I am not manufacturing a service also. It's a completely weird term, manufacture of service. So मैं total cost divide कैसे करूं? Per student. Yes, if I want to find the cost per student, I'll get the cost per student. But what if, but मेरे को जब भी suppose, okay, take an example where my job is to, I'm teaching only one subject in CA final. For example, I'm teaching costing in CA final. बराबर? अब मैं उस CA final के costing का content पढ़ाने के लिए I need to spend 200 hours on teaching. So if I want to have a selling price for a course, अभी for inter CA I teach for 120, 130 hours. Now for final CA I teach for 200 hours. If I'm teaching for CA foundation accounts also, I take 120, 130 hours. Can I say different courses will have different hours? Yes, and the cost per student will not be constant because the student is taking different types of services from me. So I may need to find the cost per hour. Battery is low, which means वक्त आ चुका है इसको चार्ज करने का. ठीक है. हाँ. So I may need to find the cost per hour. Okay. नाउ इसमें भी कॉम्प्लिकेशन है. मेरे सीए फाउंडेशन बैच में आई कुड हैव 50 स्टूडेंट्स, मेरे सीए इंटर बैच में आई कुड हैव 100 स्टूडेंट्स, मेरे सीए फाइनल बैच में आई कुड हैव 30 स्टूडेंट्स. सो डिफरेंट बैचेस विल आल्सो हैव डिफरेंट आवर्स. So I may need to get the cost per batch also. भरोसा नहीं है. हाँ. So what I'm trying to say, different industries are going to have different units of cost. So cost per batch can be 1 unit of a cost. Cost per teaching hour can be 1 unit of cost. Cost per student can be 1 unit of cost. Cost per batch, cost per CA final, cost per inter. So different units of batch exist in different industries. Industries के अंदर भी अलग अलग units हो सकते हैं. Yes, in case of a hotel, I can't have a batch. So hotels can't find cost per hour. जो units coaching industry के लिए काम कर रहा है, that unit can't be applicable for a hotel. Making sense? हाँ. Same case will be also there for transport companies. Transport companies will not have cost per room. अगर hotel है तो I need to find the cost per room, add the markup and tell the tariff कि whether room is 5,000 per night, 5,000 10,000 per day, whatever it is. But 10,000 per day or 5,000 per day can't be a unit of service for transport company. समझ में आ रहा है? I can't charge you fees on daily basis. Classroom में आओ, fees दो और निकलो. I can't do that. बराबर? हाँ. So different industries or different services are going to have a different unit of service, and it is this denominator that needs to be found out in case of valuation of the unit of service, and this is the challenging part in the chapter, because as far as the numerator is concerned, total cost तो हम totally करना है. जो भी एनुअल कॉस्ट है अपना, यू डू 1 + 2 + 3 + 4 + 5 एंड यू गेट एनुअल कॉस्ट. सो उसमें देयर इज नो मैथ्स इन्वॉल्वड व्हाटसोएवर. यू जस्ट नीड टू टेक द कॉस्ट फ्रॉम द टेक्स्ट बुक, पुट इन योर notebooks, do summation of total cost, and I will get the annual cost. And well, that's it. It is not difficult at all. At the most, you will be given a monthly cost. Convert the monthly cost into annual cost. At the most, you will be given an annual cost. Convert the annual cost into monthly cost. तुमको दिया होगा 1 ट्रक का डेप्रिसिएशन, मेरे पास 5 ट्रक है तो इंटू 5 करना है. सो ऑल दिस इज वेरी वेरी सिंपल. सो न्यूमरेटर जो अपना है, दिस टोटल कॉस्ट, this numerator will never be a problem in most of the questions. The problem is the denominator, कि भाई इसको find कैसे करना है, how do you measure the unit of service. This is where the challenging part is. So are you convinced कि क्या करना है आपने को इस चैप्टर में, and ये सब करने के बाद we are ultimately going to get the cost per unit of service, which is going to be different for different industry. So, in terms of an example, for a hotel, it is going to be the cost per room day. मतलब एक रूम को ऑक्यूपाई करने के लिए एक दिन के लिए what is the tariff? Understood? हाँ. In case of a transport company, transporting tons or transporting goods, the cost is going to be cost per ton kilometer. Now, what do you mean by ton kilometer? It means 1 ton to be transported for 1 kilometer cost कितना है, ये समझा? If I want to transport 10 tons for 10 kilometers, so 10 tons into 10 kilometers is 10 into 10, 100 ton kilometers. We'll discuss this in detail also. I'll just give an example of what do you mean by a ton kilometer. So, one more example. 10 rooms are occupied for 2 days. This will be termed as 20 room days. ये समझा? 10 into 2. हाँ. Similarly, 10 tons transported for 4 kilometers. This will be termed as 40 ton kilometers. समझा? Got it. हाँ. Which means Suppose my annual cost is rupees 400. I'm just giving simple examples to make it understandable. If my annual cost is 400 and पूरे साल में मैंने 40 टन किलोमीटर्स मेरा ट्रक को यूज किया है, सो माई कॉस्ट पर टन किलोमीटर इज ₹10. ये समझा? 400 rupees is the cost for consuming 40 ton kilometers. So 400 divided by 10, 400 divided by 40 is 10. That means the cost of transporting 1 ton for 1 kilometer is ₹10. समझ लो? हाँ. Similarly, if my annual or my monthly, if my monthly hotel cost of running the entire hotel is ₹10,000, if my monthly cost of running the hotel is ₹10,000 और पूरे month में 20 room days occupied थे, so can I find the cost per room day? 10,000 is my monthly cost, 20 room days is the occupancy, so can I do 10,000 upon 20 room days to get the cost per room day? ये समझा? हाँ, so अगर कैलसी करोगे, so 10,000 upon 20 should be 500 or 5,000, what? 500. हाँ. So what does this 500 mean? It means one room occupied for 1 day costs me ₹500. Cost per room day. Perfect. So what I'm trying to come to is the fact that so I found the cost per ton kilometer in case of a transport company, but then I found the cost per room day for a hotel. I will find the cost per hour in case of a coaching institute. I will find, okay, if I'm a hospital, one patient occupying a bed for 1 day will be termed as one patient day. So for a hospital, I'll find the cost per patient day, per bed day. हाँ, वही हो गया तुम्हारा per bed day और per patient day. समझ लो? So this is the reason why we are doing this chapter. We are doing this chapter because we did a cost sheet for a manufacturing company. We are left to do a cost sheet for a service company. However, service company will not have a format because the costs of different service sectors are different types. I can't generalize them. But the problem arises in the denominator. Different industries are going to have different units of service. Example के तौर पर होटल के लिए रूम डेज, हॉस्पिटल के लिए पेशेंट डेज और ट्रांसपोर्ट के लिए टन किलोमीटर. ओके, I've done one example of transport. Suppose I am a transport company, लेकिन I am not transporting goods. I am transporting passengers. So you think what can be the unit of service for a passenger transport company? One answer is some per passenger kilometer per car. Per car तो मुश्किल होगा, बिकॉज कार के अंदर 4 पैसेंजर आ सकते हैं, 2 भी आ सकते हैं, 5 भी आ सकते हैं, इनोवा तो 7 भी आ सकते हैं, इनोवा होगा तो. The better term would be a passenger kilometer. So if I am a bus, I will have 50 passengers. So if a bus, सोच के बताओ, if a bus is traveling for 20 kilometers, सोच के बताओ, the bus is traveling for 20 kilometers, let me write it down, चलो, 20 kilometers, the capacity of the bus is 50 passengers, लेकिन the occupancy of the bus is 80%. The story is the bus is traveling for 20 kilometers with 50% का capacity and the bus is 80% occupied. What is the passenger kilometers? सोच सकते हो? बताइए. एक आंसर आ चुका है 800 पैसेंजर किलोमीटर्स. पब्लिक बोल रहा है 800. एक का आया 80. 800. Okay, so it is very simple. 50 is the capacity, but 80% is the occupancy. So 50 into 80% should come to 40 passengers. These 40 passengers are traveling for 20 kilometers. So 40 passengers into 20 kilometers is going to be passenger kilometers. That is 800 passenger kilometers. ठीक है? Perfect. So if the bus is also taking the passengers to one place and again carrying the same passengers back, so it is going to be 800 for an outward journey and 800 again for inward journey, 800 plus 800, 1600 passenger kilometers. So this is how we compute the denominator, but this is a very basic example. तुमको questions में थोड़ा सा और complications भी आएगा. We will talk about the complications as and when we reach the questions. But concept तो clear अपना हो गया कि what we are going to do in this question. Were you guys able to hear me? My mic was not attached. मेरा माइक दूर था. मैं बोला कि I hope yes. हाँ, मेरा माइक अटैच नहीं था. ठीक है, ठीक है. So now since the chapter's introduction is done, what we can do is we can read some basic theory from the textbook. मेरा पेज नंबर तो अलग होगा मेरे ख्याल से. So you guys go to the respective page number. So it is 800 per 800. It is 800 passenger kilometers. वो पर तभी आएगा जब मेरा कॉस्ट होगा. I give the example of cost. I don't think so. मैंने सिर्फ बोला डिस्टेंस. So when I divide the cost with 800 passenger kilometers, I will get the cost per passenger kilometer. अभी क्लियर समीरा? हाँ. So अगर if my spending rupees 80,000 on the entire month as far as my cost goes, driver's salary, cleaner's salary, bus का depreciation, fuel, maintenance cost, tire का cost, all the my company cost is 80,000. 80,000 when I divide by 800 passenger kilometers, the cost that I get, that will be cost per passenger kilometer. वो 10-20 कुछ भी आएगा, but 800 is passenger kilometers, per will always be cost per kilometer. Is that clear? Samira, clear? Yes. ओके, ठीक है. तो ये अपना हो गया. यस, सो ये अपना हो गया बेसिक चैप्टर का इंट्रोडक्शन. व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू डू इन दिस चैप्टर. लेट अस नाउ रीड सम बेसिक थियोरी. So we are doing service sector costing or service costing. In the old course, the name of this chapter was operating cost sheet or operating costing. वो नाम था but content same था. Okay, in this chapter we will be discussing how costing is done for service sectors. We have discussed about transportation, toll roads we haven't discussed, but toll road is providing you a service of using the tolls on toll road. Power, hospitals, hotels, coaching institutes, banks, insurance, all these IT enabled services, all these are simply examples of service sector companies. And if you guys have observed, ये सारे industries का कोई भी common unit of service नहीं होगा. For toll road, it will be probably cost per vehicle which is using the toll road. For power, it will be cost per kilowatt. For hospitals, per bed day. For banks, it will be per transaction maybe. For IT, it can be per project or it can be per some other factor. So basically, it will not be a common unit of service. Examples, transport के लिए it will be cost per passenger kilometer or per ton kilometer. We have discussed this. For electric supply service, it will be cost per kilowatt generated. For hospital, per patient day or per room day or per bed day, all mean the same thing. Canteen ke liye it will be per item or per meal. So if I am a canteen, every day I am providing meals to the office guys, so I need to do the costing. तो मेरा एक set plate होगा. एक plate can maybe 4 चपाती, एक rice, दाल, 2 सब्जी, as the cases. This is my set meal. So every meal will cost me something. The cost per meal will be the costing. In a cinema, it will be the cost per ticket or cost per show. One person ओके, यहां भी कॉम्प्लिकेशन है. अगर तुम्हारा वन शो में देर आर 60 पीपल व्यूइंग द शो, I can also find the cost per man show. You know, 60 people viewing the show is called as 60 man shows. ये समझा? शो एक है बट 60 पीपल आर व्यूइंग इट, सो इट्स 60 मैन शोज. हाँ, ऐसा भी कंप्यूट कर सकते हो डिपेंडिंग ऑन द डेटा गिवन टू अस. ठीक है. होटल्स के लिए इट इज पर रूम डे एज वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. बैंक के लिए इट कैन बी पर ट्रांजैक्शन और पर सर्विस डिपेंडिंग ऑन व्हाट ट्रांजैक्शन और सर्विस द बैंक इज प्रोवाइडिंग. फॉर कोचिंग इट कैन बी पर कोर्स, मतलब पर फॉर सीए एफसी, सीए इंटर, सीए फाइनल इट कैन बी पर कोर्स. It can be also per student depending on my costing data. It can be per batch. So for CA Inter we teach close to 1200 to 1300 hours. So इतना faculty cost involved होगा for your batch. So मुझे अगर cost का batch का costing करना होगा, your batch का stationery is your batch cost, your batch का faculty cost is your batch cost. बाकी तुम्हारा if you are consuming 6 hours of lectures every day, I will give you more power cost because 6 hours के लिए AC चालू है. For CA foundation it is only 3 hours or 4 hours of lectures, so 3 hours का costing is different, 6 hours का costing is different. That is how I do costing for a batch. I've got 2 batches, I can't divide annual cost divided by 2 batches, so दोनों batch का cost equal होगा. But you are consuming more hours, you are having more cost, so obviously your fees will also be more because your cost is more. That's why the fees can't be constant for CA, FC and CA, Inter. Both are batches, both the batch size may be same, but content is different, number of hours is different, the costing and the fees has to be different. Clear on this? बरोबर का? समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? Yes. हाँ, तो ऐसा बोलो बीच बीच में. Yes, so I know you guys are not sleeping. IT services will be cost per project. Okay. Now if I decide, now take this example for example. अभी COVID अपना ये हो गया last year. So all this system were not there in our classroom last year. So we had to set up this system. So if we had hired an IT company to set the entire thing up for us, set up a laptop or a computer service, set up my desktop, set up this software, set up this camera, set up the wires required, set up the internet. तो ये उनके लिए एक project होता. So there's an IT company called ABC. They will come in my office, they will assess the entire infrastructure and they will set the entire thing up for me. तो वो chair लेके आएंगे, वो laptop लेके आएंगे, वो system का requirements देखेंगे. They will have all the cables for all the connections. Camera is connected here, this is connected to the iPad. ये सारा system है. So this may be defined as a project for them that I need to digitalize benchmarks for having live lectures. So ये उनके लिए एक project था. Some other company may want to do some system setup for some other setup. Maybe एक company को पूरा उनका accounting software setup करना है, तो उनके लिए भी IT का support चाहिए. So उनका project अलग है, मेरा project अलग है. So this is a cost per project. Your different projects will have different manpower requirements. So their costing will also be different. So they will do their costing not per hour or per client. They will do their costing per different assignments or different projects. And the last is insurance. It can be per policy or per claim, but normally वो exam में आता नहीं है. Data अगर दिया होगा तो then we can do costing per policy. Is that clear? So these were simple examples of how different services have different units of service. TPA क्या है? TPA can be a transaction processing, insurance company, claim. I don't know, it can be. मुझे खुद को नहीं पता TPA क्या होता है. Processing account, claim processing account नहीं, transaction processing account नहीं. It can be per policy or per claim. वो TPA कुछ short form लग रहा है इंश्योरेंस सेक्टर का जो अपने को हवा नहीं है. TPA छोड़ दो ना. So if data is given, वैसा अपन फाइंड कर सकते हैं. थर्ड पार्टी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर वो हो सकता है. गूगल किया, अरे क्या बात है, गूगल. थर्ड पार्टी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर. ओके, सो इंश्योरेंस में क्या होता है? सो इफ आई एम एन इंश्योरेंस कंपनी, जब मैं तुमको इंश्योरेंस देता हूं, So I may also get myself insured by a third party. So insurance company is taking insurance because if I got 100 clients for example, अगर सबके घर में आग लग गया तो मैं तो डूब ही जाऊंगा, because I collect premiums from you and I can bloody make good the loss of one or two people जिनका घर में आग वाग कुछ लग गया होगा. But then if all people or all my clients के घर में आग लग गया होगा, if they are insured, तो मैं तो डूब ही जाऊंगा. So I also take insurance from a third party. That is probably called a third party administrator. So इतना टेक्निकल कोई जाता नहीं है. So TPA तुम छोड़ो ना. It is per policy or per claim. That is most important. But insurance का एक भी सम मॉड्यूल में नहीं है, कभी एग्जाम में आया नहीं है, एंड फॉर ऑल प्रैक्टिकल पर्पसेस वो आएगा भी नहीं, तो टेंशन मत लो. Can you explain kilowatt? Kilowatt hour. So if I'm generating 1,000 kilowatt of power, total cost upon 1,000 is cost per kilowatt. So kilowatt is kilowatt hour. अब one kilowatt is kilowatt hours. मतलब एक घंटे का पावर प्रोड्यूस किया मैंने, 1 किलोवाट आवर. So 1 lakh rupees divided by 10,000 kilowatt generated, it is cost per kilowatt. Yes, sorted. हाँ, तो ये अपना हो गया basics of the units of service. What we'll do is we'll discuss 2 points about how to compute the absolute kilometers and ton kilometer. उसके 2 bases है, उसका solution अपने टेक्स्ट बुक के अंदर ही बैठा हुआ है. तो we'll discuss that and then we can wrap it up for the day. तुम्हारा 1:30 को लेक्चर भी है इको का, ठीक है. Yes, so take an example of a industry which is अपना transport. So there are two ways in which I can find the ton kilometers. One is a weighted average basis and one is a simple average basis. We'll see दोनों में क्या difference है and then वो तुमको देख के समझ में आ जाएगा. So let us take a situation for that. To understand the concept of absolute ton kilometers and a commercial ton kilometers, let us now find the same with the help of an example. ठीक है. A truck or a lorry with a load of 20 metric tons of goods from station A, ठीक है, it unloads 8 metric tons at station B, ठीक है, and the balance goods in station C, ठीक है. On return trip, it reaches station A with a load of 16 metric tons loaded at station C, ठीक है. The distance between A to B, B to C and C to A are 80, 120 and 160 respectively, ठीक है. Compute the absolute metric ton kilometers and the commercial metric ton kilometers. So we are computing ton kilometers basis 2 methods. So there is A, there is B and there is C. A to B appears to be 80, B to C appears to be 120 and C to A ideally should be 80 plus 120, but लग रहा है return journey में कुछ shortcut लग रहा है, या फिर B can be like a small detour, you never know. So C to A is 160 kilometers or miles as the case is. ये clear हो गया अपना. A to B is 80, B to C is 120. So if they are all in a straight line, then A to C or C to A should be 200. But अगर वो 160 है तो इधर कोई शॉर्टकट रिटर्न जर्नी का, या फिर B एक डिटूर रहेगा, अपने को उसमें अंदर घुसना नहीं है, ठीक है. Now how do you compute the ton kilometers as per absolute metric tons computation and as per commercial metric tons computation? ठीक है, let us read. Now tell me 20 A to B, tell me what is the load of the truck from A to B. It is starting with 20 tons and it is going to B, okay, A to B. It unloads. B में उसने 8 unload किया, but ए टू बी तो पूरा ही 20 था ना, 8 उसने अनलोड किया, वो लेके गया 20, डिफरेंस है। आउट ऑफ 20 the A to B content is 20 tons, but when it reached B it removed 8 out of 20. हाँ, तो 20 टन तो वो लेके गया, तो कैन आई से 20 tons were present for all the kilometers from A to B? Yes, so it is first going to start from 20 metric tons into 80 kilometers. Is this clear? For all the 80 kilometers 20 tons were there. हाँ, अभी तकलीफ ये है कि उसने 8 टन्स अनलोड मतलब निकाल के रख दिया. सो आउट ऑफ 20 टन्स 8 टन्स वर अनलोडेड. नाउ यू टेल मी एट पॉइंट बी हाउ मेनी टन्स आर स्टिल इन द लॉरी. पब्लिक बोल रहा है 12. परफेक्ट. So these 12 metric tons are now going to station C, obviously from B. So can I say 12 tons or 12 metric tons, as the case is, these tons are going to be present for all the 120 kilometers that is going from B to C. ये क्लियर हो गया? हाँ, तो कैन आई से these both are, ओहो ये कहां से आ गया, this and this, can I say both are my outward journey related ton kilometers? Yes, ठीक है. Now let us come back. Now the truck is coming back from C. Okay, on return trip it reaches A with a load of 16 loaded, मतलब unload करने के बाद we put the tons back in the truck at station C. ठीक है, अभी C A और B के बीच में है कि B A और C के बीच में? Obviously B is in between A and C. Tell me C to A, what is the distance? C to A, what is the distance? 160. And for these all 160 tons, can I say all 16 tons were present? Did the question say कि बीच में उसे unload किया? I don't think so. No. So all these 16 tons are going to be present for all the 160 kilometers, and this is the number of ton kilometers in the return journey. And these both are outward journey. Yes, if I total everything, I will get the final answer. I'll get the final answer as 5,600 metric ton kilometers, and this is more like a absolute basis or weighted average basis of computation of ton kilometers. ये समझा? And this is the way we compute ton kilometers in most questions. Weighted average method usually used for computation. अब उन सारे अपने सम्स यही मेथड से करेंगे, अनलेस द क्वेश्चन हैज स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन्ड कि भाई तुम वेटेड से मत करो. ये क्लियर हो गया? हाँ. Now how do you compute the same thing? By a simple average method. Now the name is simple average, which eventually means whatever are the number of tons transported, उसका simple average कर लो, and जितने भी kilometers के लिए these tons were present with me, you do a simple average of distance also, which means tell me A to B, what was the tonnage? कितना टन ट्रांसपोर्ट किया A to B? 20. ठीक है. What is the tonnage from B to C? 12 12 12 ठीक है. एंड व्हाट इज द टनेज फ्रॉम रिटर्न जर्नी ऑल्सो, मतलब तुम सबका एवरेज कर लो, आउटवर्ड जर्नी, इनवर्ड जर्नी, कोई भी जर्नी हो, वॉट एवर इज द टनेज फ्रॉम डिफरेंट डिफरेंट जर्नीज, तुम सबका एवरेज ले लो. कैन आई से 16? यस. सो 20 इज वन टनेज, 12 is the second tonnage, and 16 is third tonnage. What you do is 20 plus 12 plus 16 divided by 3, because 3 times or 3 observations have been taken. Statistics, I think तुम्हारा statistics अभी हुआ रहेगा मैथ्स में, CA फाउंडेशन में. टोटल ऑफ ऑल द नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन अपॉन n, आई थिंक. हाँ, ये n मतलब नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन, सिंपल एवरेज. यस, तो ये अपना हो गया एवरेज ऑफ द टनेज. Now we'll take the average of the distance also. Tell me, A to B was 80, B to C was 120 and C to A was 160. तीन अपना जर्नीज का ये अपना डिस्टेंसेस है, तुम उसका भी एवरेज ले लो. सो 80 प्लस 120 प्लस 160 अगेन. हाँ, दैट इनटू. नाउ तुम टनेज का एवरेज करोगे, बिकॉज वी वांट टू फाइंड व्हाट इज द एवरेज टन्स फॉर ऑल किलोमीटर्स. डोंट डू द एवरेज ऑफ किलोमीटर्स, बिकॉज इफ यू डू द किलोमीटर्स का एवरेज, तुम बोलोगे इतना अपना एवरेज जर्नी है, बट दीज टन्स आर गोइंग टू बी प्रेजेंट अक्रॉस ऑल द किलोमीटर्स. So total number of kilometers is 80 plus 120 plus 160, and that into the average tonnage across all the journeys. So 80 plus 120 plus 160 into the average tonnage, it will be giving you a different answer of your simple average ton kilometers of 5760. लेकिन एग्जाम में, as I mentioned, तुम लोग को मेजरली वेटेड एवरेज ही करना होगा. your weights are going to be the kilometers and the tonnage, and दोनों का टोटल करके I will get the total inward journey kilometers and outward journey kilometers in order to get my ton kilometers basis absolute and ton kilometers basis simple average. Is this clear? Yes. यस, सो आज के सेशन में अपना कॉस्ट शीट खत्म हो चुका है, एंड अपना चालू हो चुका है सर्विस सेक्टर कॉस्ट शीट. सो टुमारो इज व्हाट, थर्सडे आई बिलीव, we'll be having costing का lecture continuation of cost sheet, and then yes, and the last 10 minutes, the last 15 minutes, we will have a Zoom session where I will be asking you questions of the cost sheet chapter. तो तुमको पढ़ना पड़ेगा. When can we collect the books for SM? Yes, अभी SM के books आ चुके हैं, so you guys can collect today after 4. Your SM books can be collected. अगर कोई दूर रहता है, so if you want to collect more books at one time, then what we'll be doing is तुम्हारा सितंबर के फर्स्ट वीक में, अगस्त के लास्ट वीक में, आई थिंक इन द नेक्स्ट मे बी नेक्स्ट वीक और समथिंग, योर दूसरा ऑडिट के बुक्स भी रेडी हो जाएंगे. सो इफ यू गाइज want to reduce your number of times you want to come here to collect the books, you can wait for maybe 10 days and तुम्हारा ऑडिट का बुक भी रेडी हो जाएगा, which we are planning to start in September. So either you can come down, if you stay nearby, you can come down and collect your books. Frankly, you guys can actually come down because you guys don't stay so far. You are within 10 kilometers maximum radius. So you can come down and collect your SM के books which are ready. And depending on whether you want to collect it next week, you can come next week as well. So today 4 p.m. and onwards, you can collect. These are updated ones. Yes, so you can collect the books from the office 4 p.m. आज क्या है 4 p.m. हाँ. So your lecture will get over at 4 o'clock. हाँ, तो 4 p.m. के बाद you can come and collect the notebook, your textbooks. नोटबुक्स अभी देखना पड़ेगा, नोटबुक्स है कि अपने पास थोड़े है, एक तो नोटबुक तुम शायद कलेक्ट कर सकते हो. देख, लेट्स सी इफ आई हैव सम, आई विल गेट सम मोर नोटबुक्स आल्सो, वो स्टॉक भी लेके आना पड़ेगा. ठीक है. सो सी यू गाइज टुमारो. रिवाइज कॉस्ट शीट, वी विल बी हैविंग वाइवाज फॉर कॉस्ट शीट टुमारो. हाँ, if your friends can collect for yourself, वो भी कर सकते हो. Just tell me how many sets you guys want and take the sets from the office. Yes. Alright. See you guys tomorrow. And I'll send you the link of the eco lecture. ठीक है? Okay. Bye bye.